Hello and welcome to Diabetes Connections in the News. I'm Stacey Sims, and these are the top diabetes stories and headlines of the past 7 days. I am on the road again. This time I'm at Podcast Movement, a big convention going on in Nashville. So apologies if the audio and the video are a little bit off. The setting is certainly quite interesting, but I do think we're good enough. And as always, I'm going to link up my sources in the Facebook comments where we are live and in the show notes at diabetes-connections.com when this airs as a podcast, so you can read more when you have the time. In the News is brought to you by Real Good Foods. Excited to have them back as a sponsor. If you're a longtime listener, you know we are big fans. Real food you feel good about eating. Our top story this week, a brief comment about diabetes devices at the FDA might give a hint to some timelines we're all watching. FDA Center for Devices and Radiological Health head Jeffrey Shuren said COVID-19 remains a source of uncertainty. He says the goal is to be back to normal as we roll into 2022, but there are a lot of variables that could impact that. Don't know if we'll get hit with another tsunami of submissions for full marketing authorization for a lot of the COVID products. Getting back on track, everything is moving for the diabetes submissions. Products in front of the FDA expected by year's end, Medtronic's 780G and Zeus CGM, that's a Medtronic product also, the Insulin, Omnipod 5, Tandem's Bolus by phone, and it is expected that Dexcom's G7 will be submitted soon. The FDA did clear one diabetes product this past week, Abbott's Freestyle Libre 2 iOS app. The Libre 2 hardware was approved last year. This is the app for Apple phones. It gives optional real-time high and low alarms that you still have to scan to see the actual values. It updates every minute, it's the only CGM that does, and it lets caregivers remotely monitor. Freestyle Libre 2 has a 14-day wear. There is no exact date on when the app will be available for Apple phone users or when it will be available at all for Android users. Other side of the coin for Abbott, they will pay $160 million to resolve claims that two of its units submitted false claims to Medicare. The Justice Department said free glucose monitors were provided to get patients to then order more testing supplies, and the company routinely waived co-payments. They were also accused of charging Medicare for ineligible patients and for more than 200 patients who were actually dead. Back to the FDA, for the first time, they are allowing a less expensive brand name insulin to be substituted for the original. Semglee, approved last year, is basically the same as Lantus, but it is less expensive. Semglee is now the first ever to earn the Interchangeable designation trusted source, meaning it's fully approved to be substituted for Lantus at the pharmacy. No need to get permission from the doctor. This is the second copycat of Lantus. The first was Lilly's Basaglar, launched in 2016. There is some new branding and labeling needed here, so expect a relaunch of Semglee by the end of this year. It's good to know, though, the pens are a little different, even if the insulin in them is the same. So it is always a good idea to know what your doctor is prescribing and what your pharmacist is giving you, even if it costs less. Big new study focusing on children and teens with type 2 diabetes, showing how different the disease can be in younger people. The studies published in July in the New England Journal of Medicine showed that within 15 years of a type 2 diabetes diagnosis, 60% of participants had at least one diabetes-related complication. Nearly a third of participants had two or more. These Texas researchers call it astonishing. They say it appears type 2 in kids is much more aggressive than in older people. These researchers say more treatment options are needed for younger people because lifestyle changes don't seem to be enough. The study also showed a lot of families don't have regular access to medication or healthcare providers. They say it was a diverse study representative of teens and kids in the U.S. Well, there is more to come, including new news about people with diabetes who stop taking a very commonly prescribed medication. But first, I want to tell you about one of our great sponsors who helps make Diabetes Connections possible. And it is Real Good Foods. We've been fans for a long time. Benny, my son especially, likes their ice cream. Real Good Foods makes delicious food you'll feel good about eating, high in protein, grain-free, always made from real nutrient-dense ingredients. The labels are easy to read. because the ingredients aren't chemicals and fillers, whether it's waffles or burrito bowls or stuffed chicken or the pizza that started it all. I think you'll really love Real Good Foods. Learn more with the link in the Facebook comments or, as always, at diabetes-connections.com. Back to the news now. Interesting research using artificial intelligence to catch diabetes eye issues earlier when they're easier to treat. Changes in the blood vessels in the retina cause diabetes retinopathy, the most common diabetic eye disease and a leading cause of blindness in U.S. adults. There are several studies and institutes looking at the use of AI here, but these folks at the Indiana University School of Optometry say they are using information that is often ignored for diagnosis, and it's making a big difference here. National Institutes of Health National Eye Institute funded the work. Nearly half of adults prescribed metformin after a new diagnosis of type 2 have stopped taking it by 1 year. The fall off is actually most dramatic during the first 30 days. These researchers say it didn't matter how long the prescription was written for. Most who discontinued still had A1Cs high enough to still need glucose-lowering medication. They say, as physicians, quote, "A lot of times we're quick to prescribe metformin and forget about it. Physicians might write a script for 3 months and 3 refills and not see the patient again for a year," they say. "We may need to keep a closer eye on these folks and have more regular follow-up and make sure they're getting early diabetes education." And that is it for In the News this week. If you like it, please share it. And one quick note before I let you go. This is our 400th episode. Yeah, 400. I've been busy with some behind the scenes stuff and broadcasting from a hotel room at this convention, and it all just caught up with me. So I didn't really do anything special for 400, but I want to say a huge thank you to all of you. What incredible support from this community. I mean, 6 years and 400 episodes is an accomplishment that I have only reached because of you. So please let me know how I can continue to serve you. If there's anything you'd like to see or hear more of, I am here for you. Please join me wherever you get your podcasts for our next episode, and that is on Tuesday. I'm talking to Owen Costello, the host of his own diabetes podcast, about staying active or starting to get more fit with type 1. And this week's interview, the one that's out right now, is a look at the features of Omnipod 5, the newest hybrid closed-loop system. Omnipod 5, the newest hybrid closed-loop system in front of the FDA. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody, and I will see you soon back in the home studio.